What's up, everybody? Kamish here, late night. Just got T-bowed, apparently. Not me personally, but the Jets did. Although I do have the worst team, I also have the worst mustache ever for Movember. Pretty much maybe as many hairs as there are days in the month at this point. Maybe 16-ish, 17, who knows, lost count. But along with the worst team, unanimously, from the little poll here off to this side, looks like I was able to take down a little Giamatti Jr. With a formidable victory of solely on Laurent Robinson. But yet lost another player off my team, that being one Noshan Moreno, a.k.a. No-Show. But enough about me. Let's talk about the losing streak in my division. Philly Convicts, Bayside Tigers, and Zip Zap Rap all lose, with me gaining another game in that department. While the entire division of the Dime Store Saints, that's tough to say. No wonder they aren't the Dime Store. Are they still that? I don't know what the Christian write-in. Maybe let me know what your band's called, because I'm obviously not nearly receiving as much fan awareness email from your whole little operation there. But that entire division, we're talking all four of them getting a victory. Two on collision courses with each other, both with 3-game winning streaks. That being the bromance, that is Kerner and D-Top. Of course, facing off against each other, another rivalry week this week. We'll get to more about that later. We do have a special guest appearance for a Haytel Smackdown with a little added twist based on something, but we'll get there later. Another sort of rivalry matchup is myself against Aubrey as well. Her birthday weekend. The Steelers took off this weekend just for her birthday, so she wouldn't have to endure me looking past her and staring longingly into a plasma screen television. And then losers of 8, can't say enough about them. They try hard every week, and that is the Nightdale Wolfpack. Unfortunately, just can't get a win. 0-3 in the division now. He could play spoiler, as he said. He could sweep the division in his final 3 games. It's possible. You never know what can happen. But with a record of 1-9, 8 consecutive losses is unfortunate there. And then winner of 4 straight, another little streak there is Old's team. They took our jobs, so it looks like at least one division, that being the Carp and Pony division, is competitive top to bottom, with a couple cellar dwellers there, with Night Moves and Nightdale Wolfpack in their respective divisions. Night Move did get a win this week, though, so kudos to you, sir. I'd like to thank you personally for helping me get back into the divisional race in my own division, although I'm not sure how long I'm going to last with Andre Johnson on the bench, as well as Jabin Bess. So, when 2 of your top 3 picks have a concussion and or a freak injury, and now have Matt Leinart at quarterback, you might not be in a awesome boat. But as I mentioned, T-bowed happened this evening, and the person that really capitalized off of that was the Pride Snatchers in the battle of the expansion squads here. And it is Thursday. I forgive you for not giving this update earlier to tell you to set your rosters, but obviously Pierre Garçon is still in Buscemi's roster, and he's not playing this week. But looking at Buscemi's bench at the same time, I think he must have been super distracted by that little vacation during the draft, because he has at least, we're looking at 5 out of the 7 players on the bench are on bye. The 6th player is Peyton Hillis, and he's out. So, Buscemi, drop Matt Schaub like a bad habit. The guy's not coming back. Just fucking forget about it and pick up someone to go in for Pierre Garçon. That's just embarrassing. But, as I said, Tim Tebow in the starting lineup for the Pride Snatchers. That and an unfortunate, yet again, for the Pride Snatchers, a injury, and that is to Sean Green. Looked like a rib injury tonight. Not sure. But either way, he has 22 points, off to a healthy lead. Not many people really made a splash as far as the scoreboard is concerned tonight in this one game. Nigel Wolfpack got 9.1 points. Zip Zap got 9. But overall, it is, again, a rivalry week. We're resetting here that Paul Giamatti is my father versus they took our jobs. I'm gonna point at that being the game of the week. Again, Sean seems to be in that game of the week, but that's really because he's on a bit of a winning streak, and see who can knock him off. Not really sure. Although as much as I want to give it to Thompson and Kerner, I'm going to lean in the direction of the 8-2 and 7-3 squads facing off each other with Sean and Christian. Hopefully they can start some sort of a. This week we can try to make a concerted effort for everyone to talk as much smack as possible. We'll see. And I'll post beneath this, which you'll probably have already seen. I mean, you're 6 minutes in, you probably already clicked on the link. But below, working on a little project. Not really for work, on the side. I mean, it's a little fun project put together, and it's called Push It Real Good. I decided to make a button. You can if you want to yourself. Maybe this is a good extension of what you can do for the smack talking. But I decided to take a Haytel message that Mr. Thompson provided to me, made a little button, and this is courtesy of Haytel and Push It Real Good. Down beneath us here is a link to a button that you can press to hear Thompson lay the smackdown upon Kerner. So until next time, I do want to say a few hearty thank yous here. One is to Kerner, who did say payment, or who did send payment here. It does tell me that before I cash it, I should Haytel him. So that is proof that Kerner did pay on time. And then we have another creative note here from Zip Zap Rap. It says FF dues, baby, from the artiste, a.k.a. Ahem, I mean the Zip Zap Rap. So that's another funny thing. And then Thompson just sending a check in the mail, like straight up. So, yeah. So I'd like to thank those 3 gentlemen. And the only people who owe me, I believe, and only, it's quite a few. Lucy's not one of them, but she does want to go outside. It is John Michael. It is, who else is it? It is Kool-Aid, B. Marsh and her boobs, and I believe that, and James Lee and Sean Olds. So those 5, I believe, are the people that still owe. Excuse my mustache and my terrible team thus far. Might pull it off. I don't know. Enjoy the button below, and good luck the rest of the way. We'll see you later. Kamish out.